I don't know how many of you remember when Brother Riley stood up on the stage during our freshman orientation and said, "Gentlemen, today you enter Flaget as boys, tomorrow you will graduate as men." And 50 years later, nothing rings more true than Brother Riley's words in my head, because it set a tone for me. That Catholic education was second to none. And I hope you remember the fondness of us coming together as young men at that time. It was a tough time when we came together in 1969. The civil rights movement was alive and well. There was a flight out of the West End, and yet all of us stayed together for those 4 years and made history as the last all-male class to graduate from Flaget. You know, I took on the task of just trying to memorialize in some way our 50th anniversary. I am not a professional photographer or videographer, so what you're about to experience, what you're about to see, is really kind of raw in nature, but I think it represents us well, and I hope you will enjoy it for many years to come.
Good day, my brothers and sisters. This is Dave Mattingly coming to you from Marseille, France, aboard the motor vessel Amsterdam. As much as I would like to be with you all during this 50th anniversary of our graduating from Flaget, I recently took on Jean Marie as my wife, and we had already planned and booked our honeymoon. What Flaget means to me can be said in just a few words. The brotherhood of those of us that graduated from there, and the knowledge that our teachers and the brothers parted with us on how to live a life of being a gentleman and service to others. I wish I could be there next time. I hope to see you all. God bless. I love you all.
The beginning, the planning. Dan Ludwig, who is the main man for the committee. What did going to Flaget High School mean to you?
It meant everything. It shaped me for the rest of my life, for the next 50 years. Still have a network of friends that we stay in touch with, 20 or 25 guys, in each other's weddings, godparents to each other's children. And Chris has heard me say this over and over, whether we see each other once a month, once every 10 years, it's just, nothing's ever changed. We're still the same guys that we knew in the days back in Flaget. So,
Fantastic.
Flaget meant a lot to me. Of course, the education, but mostly just the friendships that I've made through the years, with the different backgrounds of people that I've met over the 4 years, and the closeness with the teachers that just kind of took us under our wings and did so much for us, and I'll always cherish that the rest of my life.
Going to Flaget meant the opportunity to grow and develop, to be really educated by people who were dedicated to ensure that we learned. It meant developing relationships and friendships, some with people that were very different to me, that I knew then would last the rest of my life. And I feel very fortunate to have gone to the school, and if I were to do it all over again, I would go nowhere else but Flaget.
It meant almost everything. My whole career, revolved around working with Flaget. Flaget graduates in the corporate world. By coincidence, it wasn't my plan, but my first job in Memphis didn't pan out. Came back to Louisville and interviewed with a Flaget graduate from 1960. Went to work for that company based on his decision, and then when that ride ended, I went to work with a Flaget graduate from class of '71 to finish out my career. So 41 total years, always working with a Flaget guy. So that was good. My personal motivations, in sports, I wasn't an athlete in high school, but I got into fencing and highly competitive individual sport, and started off, I was the worst of the worst, but I had that determination, that burning desire, and I ended up after 13 years being a well-respected competitor. So, all in all, it was just wonderful training for everything, and I'm glad I didn't miss it. I didn't miss all you guys. It was a great experience, a great ride.
Going to Flaget meant to me, it gives us structure in our lives, a bond with a bunch of guys that come from different walks of life. The other day. I'm not much of a talker.
If you didn't hear, and since there was people that were getting reintroduced after 50 years, if you don't know me, I'm Milton Dahoney, so I was in the class of '73. And on behalf of our committee, we're thrilled to see so many people out here. This evening we had a golf scramble this morning. A lot of folks were out playing golf. Some folks were just out there swinging. Some folks were just out there looking for balls. But it was still fun. We're glad to see everybody at the Flaget Medicare reunion, because we're all in that stretch now. So there's a number of things I need to run through with you, and let me tell you right now, if you don't have a drink, get a drink. If you don't have a drink, get a drink, because when I get to the end, we are going to toast the 13 members who didn't make it. So I need you to get a drink for the toast when we get to it. We're very fortunate to have some of our faculty members to show up this evening. Brother Daniel, Coach Pete and Peasy came out. Mr. Hamilton, Mike Hamilton right there. And Brother Michael still wearing pastel colors. It's great. It's all good. It's all good. Oh yeah, Steve Reed, Coach Reed. And Jim Gray. So it's pretty good. Thanks. I'm here for all of our faculty that came out to be with us this evening. The first thing I want to do is give a whole series of door prizes, so I'm going to do one now, I'll do a little bit later, we'll do a few more. We'll start with golf. The last place golf team is going to win 4 gift cards as door prizes. And the last place golf team was Michael Allen's team. So Michael, come on up here. Bring your team with you if you got them. Congrats. You want to take his? All right. Okay. A hand for our last place team. All right. Faculty, thanks for being with us this evening.
It's really wonderful to be here. I drove down yesterday from Maryland, and it was great to get out of Maryland because all the smoke coming down from our neighbors in Canada has put us on code red. All the schools have closed their outdoor exercises. YMCA's are closed. So as I drove west and south, the sky opened up and it became clear, and I went, oh, I'm coming back to heaven. Flaget reunion.
My days at Flaget were very filled with a lot of camaraderie, lifelong friendships, and actual education. I commend Flaget for doing an excellent job on teaching us men. As you said from the beginning, Brother Kirby said you came in here as boys, but you're leaving out as men. And I was very proud to have been a Flaget graduate. I talk about it all the time. I let people know when I say Flaget, their eyes light up because they know the quality of education we received and the members of our classes. They all remember Flaget. It's been closed for 49, almost 50 years, and people still talk about Flaget High School.
I graduated from St. Columba to come to Flaget. First of all, I took my entrance exam to go to St. X, and some of my friends talked me into stay at Flaget, go to Flaget. And I thought when I went to Flaget, these same friends from grade school would be my focus, which Johnny Bass, Jimmy Shule, and Jimmy Nolte were still a very strong focus in that group. But I expanded and met so many more different people, and that was, I think, the greatest thing I got out of Flaget was the relationships and with meeting different people from different backgrounds and learning so much from that. And so it's a memories that I have learned from those memories for my whole life. This was great seeing everybody. God, the flood-back memories. Thank you.
What the Flaget mean to me? Flaget was an integral part of my life because I had older brothers that went there. As a parishioner at Christ the King, we walked by Flaget to go to grade school. I would always go on the way home. My brother, Tim and I would stop in Brother Daniel's class on the first floor and sit in the window and talk to him while he was grading papers. And I remember going down to the field house, which was close to Christ the King, and watching the 68 or 67, 68 state championship, and said, I want to be one of those people down there on the football field. And I got that wish. I played my freshman and sophomore year, started my sophomore year, and then we left and moved to Lexington, moved to Fern Creek, and I'd have said, there ain't no other place I'm going but Flaget. So I came back and graduated, and it was a wonderful experience. Met a lot of wonderful guys who are still some of my best friends, and it was a wonderful experience, and I'll never forget it.
Flaget, they wanted us to sing the Flaget song. I don't know the words. Y'all wanna, who can start that off? You all have a great evening. Thank you.
Well, fellow members of the class of 1973, there you have it. Just a little bit of an attempt to do something that will keep Flaget alive in our memories and in the minds of other people as well. I hope you enjoyed it. And you know what? A song comes to mind. Oh, the Flaget Braves are hard to beat. They are 100%